So first, before starting, I need to convey my apologies for not turning on my video due to light issues in my room. So, so very good morning to everyone, and I am Toastmaster Anto, and I am proud to serve as today's sergeant terms of our club, and I warmly, heartily welcome everyone, those who are present into our 225th meeting of the Toastmaster Club. So before I go through the essay rules and ground rules, it's my duty to read out the mission vision of the Toastmasters Club statement. So in Toastmasters, we empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders, where we provide a supportive and positive learning experience where members can develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So as I say, it's my duty to set some ground rules. So since we are an online meeting fully, so I request everyone, every online participants to stay on the mute and put their mobile phones and other electronic devices on in silent mode. So I give you 1 minute time for that. Please ensure ensure your phones are silent. After that, please give me a thumbs up or anything. Thanks, Pardi. Thanks, Ganesh. Thanks all. So if And those who are able to turn on the video, I will request those persons to turn on the video, and most preferable, everyone should turn on the video toward the meeting. And do not interrupt the speaker while they are speaking. If you want to move out of the room or anything, means just go in the break and avoid topics related to religion, politics. So these are the ground rules which is given by TA. As I say, I set it up the ground rules, and I welcome our guest education. I'm visiting distinguished Toastmaster Balaji Rajappa to our meeting. So before now, I go into the presiding officer. So it's my pleasure and honor to introduce our presiding officer for today's meeting. The role of presiding officer is pivotal as they ensure the smooth execution of our meeting, provide guidance and support to our members, and uphold the values and vision of the Toastmasters International. Our presiding officer embodies the spirit of leadership, possesses exceptional communication skills, and inspire us all to strive for excellence. So today we are privileged to have Toastmaster Balidasan as our dedicated and presiding officer for today. So I'll give the control to the Balidasan. So please take the control.
Thank you so much, Professor Anton. So as today's presiding officer, I just want to ensure all the speakers are ready for your planning your speech, and we have our DTM Balaji for the education session today. And most importantly, today is the day where we have multiple things to explore from our side as an online meeting, and we have a guest Nitin Narayanan. Nitin Narayanan, are you there? Okay, I think he's muted. And we have another guest name, Pradeep. Hi, Pradeep, are you there? Can you please introduce yourself?
Bharti, I think he is using chat to chat Nitin Narayan.
Okay, most of them are using chats. Okay, thanks. Just introduce yourself, Nitin, in chat box. But we are expecting to open your mic and then proceed further with your introduction now. I think there is technical issues from Nitin. So without wasting our time, I just want to introduce our Toastmaster of the day, Ganesh Mukhi, and just moving from.
Bharti, we have Pradeep also the line.
But no one is talking, right? Pradeep, are you
Let's
there?
toast guest Pradeep. Can you have some short introduction on here?
Hi, hi, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
we can
Pradeep.
hear
Yeah.
you. Please.
Hi everyone. This is Pradeep. I
Hello.
to attend this meet.
Yes,
I'm
you can.
currently working in a Zoho partner company called Ashpro Technologies. I like to improve communication. That's why I joined this meet to before I joined Toastmaster.
Yes, Pradeep. Thank you for your short introduction. So we have feedback section at the last. And I request every guest, those who joined here, to take part in feedback session and give their feedback today. So,
Thank
why
you
you
Otto,
can
for
continue?
interrupting. Thank you for interrupting and mentioning everything. Okay. And with that, I just want to provide the dais to the Ganesh Murthy Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ganesh Murthy. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Bharati, for the energetic introduction. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests, for 225th meeting of Toastmasters today. So, anybody have any idea about today's theme?
We are so waiting eagerly for a thing.
Okay, yeah. So, every single day from the moment we open our eyes, we are faced with the decisions: what to wear, what to eat, or whether to hit the snooze button. Our lives are the ultimate sum of these decisions, correct? So that brings me to our theme of the day today, which is the power of choices. Albert Camus once said, life is a sum of all your choices. Think about it. You chose to spend your Sunday morning here investing in your communication and leadership skills instead of just sleeping. That single choice sets you apart, right? So today we'll explore how the choices we make shape our destiny. And with that, let me get into the meeting today. We all know there are three segments in our Toastmasters, but today we have only two segments. One is the prepared speeches, where our speakers deliver practiced projects, and the evaluation, where we receive constructive feedback to grow. So, first, I would like to call the timer to explain about his.
Toastmaster
Oh,
Ganesh, sorry to
yes.
interrupt. We have an education session actually. We have a distinguished Toastmaster, Balaji. Yeah. Please include.
Oh, is it okay? We have.
No, Bharati, since we timer need not a timer for education sessions, I need to know how many minutes
Okay,
to.
please go ahead. And here our president also that.
No, I just want to know whether we have education session or not, because I have
Yes.
been.
No. Ganesh, we have education session now. So before that proceeding, I will need to confirm with testing Toastmaster Balaji. So for the timing of the education session, how many minutes I need to do notes.
And we can keep green at 20, amber at 25.
Green at 20 and other 25.
Yeah, and
Okay.
red at 30.
Okay. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Balaji. So before studying, Stephen sir, are you okay to take evaluation for Kasi today, or Toastmaster Ganesh will continue?
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Thank you. I'll be fine. I will do it.
Language evaluator also is okay, fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Toastmaster Ganesh team, would you please note that changes in the roll call?
Yeah, I noted that, but the first thing we are going with the
Education, yeah.
education thing, right? Yeah. So can you give an intro to Balaji so that he.
Yes, yeah, okay. So it's my privilege to introduce our education speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Balaji Rajava, because I didn't get any day. I will not tell in more specific, but I know telling from my personal end because I know more personally him than Toastmasters. He's a very energetic and very down to earth person. So even though he's very senior than me, he will not he will not talk like a senior junior bond. He like it's like a very close to like very down to earth person. Like so, I like the character, and he's now working as a in Infosys in Mysore. I'm not sure what role is working on. So it's our privilege to have him in person. It's my dream come true moment in Puducherry when I come to Puducherry. So it's my time. It's now time to pass on the handover to distinguished Toastmaster Balaji.
Thank you, Anto. Thank you so much. Let that my role and responsibilities be a surprise. And yeah, I'm no more with Infosys. That's the second thing. All right. So I'll keep that as a surprise. But I am still in Toastmasters. I'm a paid and an active member. That is there for sure. So don't worry on that part. Okay. Before I proceed further, just a quick check. Am I clearly audible and visible for everyone? Thank
Yes,
you.
Balaji.
Thanks for the confirmation. Let me share my screen as well. Yeah, I hope my presentation is visible as well.
Yes. So
Thank
let me check.
Thank you so much.
Please let me know when I can start timing. Can I start
You
now
can
or
start. You can start.
let me 1 minute?
Okay. But yeah, while we have the timer getting started, couple of suggestions from my side. Whenever you feel like my pace is too fast for you to understand or it's becoming difficult for you to follow, please raise your hand or drop a message in the chat. I always keep an eye on the chat window. Or if you feel like you have any questions, any thoughts, any suggestions, any recommendations, please feel free to unmute and share. If unmuting is not your cup of tea, if you are in a place where you're not able to unmute, you can put it in the chat window because I have an eye on my chat window as well. I'll not take much time, don't worry. Yeah. So
Yes, we
before I
can
begin,
start.
yeah, thanks, Anto. Before I begin, couple of anticipatory bail items that I want to discuss. I'm trying to make this an interactive one, so there will be a lot of questions here and there. So please bear with me and requesting your support. All right. So before I begin, I just wanted to know what are the questions that you have around evaluation first. Some queries or some thing that you're not very clear about. You wanted to get it checked with someone. What are the questions you have? Generally, question comes at the end, but why not the first piece while we start? Yeah, what are the queries that you have? Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Of course, I've been in Toastmaster for 5 years, but still sometimes I do have a doubt how to start about evaluation. Of course, evaluation is a very important aspect of Toastmasters. And I feel great that I'm being evaluated and would sincerely look into it. When I am evaluating anybody, what is the most important thing that I should keep in mind? Of course, positivity and all that thing is there, but how do I start about, if you could say something, throw some light on that?
Sure. Thank you. Thanks for that. I'll definitely make a note of it and I'll address it. Anyone else? Any other queries that you have or something that you're not clear about? And don't worry, it doesn't have to be right or wrong. It's just you're going to ask questions, right? I'm not asking questions to give an answer. So you are going to ask questions. That's something that we all enjoy and we should do it more often. Yeah. So
Balaji,
go ahead.
I have one question.
Yes.
So usually, many of the times we don't know what speaker speaks about. We don't know the topic properly or the content he speaks. We might not know about that. Sometimes our audio or his audio, I mean, mic is not proper. We couldn't hear him properly. There will be a lot of break in between the speeches, right? In between the speak while he providing the speech. So in such case, how we can give a constructive feedback, or at least it should be somewhat useful for him as well as for us, right? How we can.
Yeah, you're talking about the club speeches, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Anyone else? 30 seconds. If not, I'm proceeding further because
I can tell about
Yes,
what I
please.
feel about Toastmaster. Everybody like who all are in Toastmaster, not only for here and for across the world. Why I'm in Toastmaster means the only one reason is the feedback, like evaluation. The reason is like even morning I met some of two my friend, like we went to morning Grivalam for Tiruvannamalai. So I was explaining. He asked what is a Toastmaster. I told if I am going to speak for 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 2 minutes, the remaining all are in 20 members or 10 members or 20, 30 members. So all are going to observe my speech and they will give the feedback. Not only in a meeting and after the call also, like after the meeting also, they will share through the WhatsApp or through voice message, or they will call and they will give the feedback. So there, not only for the communication, our presentation style, and it is not going to help for only for a professional life. It is even when we are connecting, like speaking with father, mother, brother, sister, and friends, it is going to help. And let's say example, what word I have to use and where we have to use, how to not only for in the communication area, even in the leaders level also it is going to help. So here, this is the platform. I believe that it making us to build ourselves, leadership. That is the one thing. Like even beautifully said, like where to start and how to start. So I believe like in evaluation, yes, we have the structure, but even though without structure, I'm getting a lot of feedback from in my group. That is reality of the evaluation. Like that is a good feedback for the evaluation. That is my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, means like you can you can explain that. I'm curious on the title itself, how it is going to be and what could be the content. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I think you have taken my couple of slides. I was asking for questions, but you have set the context for my session. Thank you, sir. I think I don't have to set the context anymore. I think in 2 minutes, you beautifully explained the context. Thank you so much. So that is evaluation. Actually speaking, I think Kasi has summarized it wonderfully. But I don't see any questions in that. I hope no questions. Okay. Couple of questions from my side to check how are we aligned. Okay. First one, there are some speeches where it will be absolutely best and there will be no scope for improvement. Yes or no? If it is yes, you can give me a thumbs up. If it is no, you can give me a thumbs down or you can type. Okay, somebody has said, okay. Nitin says yes, okay. Okay, Stephen says no, all right. I'm not able to see anyone else responding. So the answer is no, because every speech will always have a scope of improvement, at least from your perspective. So that's the point. It's not that when I hear a best speech, I didn't get anything to suggest or anything as such. All right. So every speech will have something or the other to improve. There is always a scope of improvement in one way or the other, or at least in your perspective. All right. Second thing, who can evaluate? Everybody can evaluate. All right. You should be in a club which is of good standing, and you should be a member in good standing. All right. A club in good standing is at least eight members in a club, renewed members, and a member in good standing, you should have paid your dues in the right way. Speech evaluation is extemporaneous. People think everything has to be on spot. Slightly yes, slightly no, because you need to be a little prepared. Like what type of start you're going to have, some of the quotes that you can refer, what are the various parameters you're going to analyze, what are the things to look after in a speech. So these kind of things should be prepared well in advance, all right? Not the entire evaluation, okay? It's not a mathematics exam where you memorize all the formulas, you keep it with you, and once you receive the question paper, you write your formulas in a rough sheet and then try to apply. It doesn't work like that. All right. Okay. The next myth is that content or delivery, we should be focused. Both. All right. So both are equally important. What you say and how you say is very, very important here. The last one, good speaker do not have recommendation. That's what I said. But even world championship speeches will have room for improvement. All right. It's not that everything was absolutely perfect. Engineers might know this. Nothing is 100% efficient. So there will always be a scope for improvement. All right. So these are a few of the points that we should remember. When it comes to club evaluation, it's important to be aware of the title, objectives, and what is the path and all that. Now somebody asked me a question What if I don't hear the title properly? What if I'm not able to understand the objectives? Ping the Toastmaster of the day or look at the agenda. There might be a chance that you might have the title first thing. Ping the Toastmaster of the day or your Vice President Education. They might have the project details of the speaker. Even if they are a speaker from a different club, the Vice President Education who is taking care of the meeting should have all these details. All right. To answer the question, what if I'm not able to hear the speaker very well? Very simple. Please interrupt politely. Try to drop a message in the meeting forum if it is virtual, or try to raise your hand and convey it to the speaker or to the Toastmaster of the day politely and tell them you're not able to hear it. Check with someone else before doing this. That would be a best practice. If it is virtual, try pinging someone or calling someone or pinging in the group saying that I am not able to hear. Is it the same for everyone? Because sometimes our network might be bad, so we might intervene the speaker, which is not so great thing. So try checking with someone else first. Second, try pinging in the group. Try pinging to the individual if it is virtual. If it is in person, it's very clear. If you're not able to hear, I think most of them would be in the same situation. All right. So you will have to intervene if you're not able to hear anything, because you cannot deliver it on assumption. That's the golden rule that we'll have to follow. Now, when it comes to contest, it's like a blind spot. You will not know the pathways. You will not know the level. You will not know the speech objective, anything for that matter. But after hearing the speech, entire speech, right, you can categorize that speech into these 4 types. Humorous, it can be entertaining as well. Second thing is informative speech. Third is persuasive. And fourth is inspirational. So after hearing the entire speech, you can bucket that into one of these types. All right. So try to see what type of speech it is. That's the first thing. Second, it becomes very easy for you to see if it fits in the criteria. If it was a humorous or an entertaining speech where the speaker tries to deliver punches, roast, or humor and all that, did it land perfectly? Was it out of the line? Was it effective? Was it too much? Was it too less? Something like that. When it comes to inspirational, definitely they will have something to inspire the audience. Did that inspirational element really work? How was it? Was it very genuine? Was it inorganic? So these kind of things you will be able to identify. So the first thing you will have to do after hearing the speech in the contest is that try to find out what type of speech it is. Right? Once you have figured that out, you will know what are the various parameters you will need to look at. All right? That's the first thing you will have to do. All right. Now, coming to the next question that was asked, what should be the start? What should I do? Right? The entire not just the start, the entire evaluation has 4 S in that. One is the start, which we had a question. Second is the strength of the speech, not the speaker. All right. The speech through which was delivered by the speaker. Third is suggestions. Fourth, summary. Right. Now, summary is where most people take it for light, take it for granted. But that's where you're actually reinforcing whatever you have said to your audience. All right. So very important to summarize. All right. So we'll look at one by one in a brief manner. And if there are any questions, please feel free to interrupt. All right. Now, when it comes to noting down the speech, right, I have a question here. What should be the best way in contest, right? A target speaker is delivering the speech, and then you will have 5 minutes to jot down your points or to prepare yourself, and then the contest starts. Unfortunately, if you are the first speaker, you don't have time. You will have to start directly. Right? So in this case, what do? Should you note down the points while a speaker is delivering, or should you note down the points when 5 minutes are there? What do you think should be the ideal way? Do you note down while the speaker is delivering, or do you wait for the speaker to complete, then you think through process and then note it down? What do you think should be the best way? Yes, please go ahead.
Wait down until the speech completes.
Okay, wait until the speech completes. Go ahead, Stephen sir. I know you've raised your hand.
Listen to what the speaker is saying and note down as he speaks.
Okay, as he or she speaks, whoever it is, all right. So the idea is, if you're somebody with great memory power, great visualization and recalling ability, so it's up to us. I am someone who with a faint memory. right? So I try to note down key highlights. So the answer is here on your screen. Just like this, just like a hint, I try to note down while the speaker is delivering. Because once you try to recall, once the speaker is completed, there might be a question. Was he or she talking about 5th grade or 7th grade? Was it kindergarten or was it primary school? So there can be these kind of confusion. So ideally speaking, you should look at the speaker and make notes in the sheet that you've been provided with. Very short, brief hints, right? Not even detailed one. After that speaker has completed the speech, right? That's where you will have to create this commendation and recommendation. All right. As you can see here, this commendation and recommendation can also be noted down while a speaker is delivering. But if you are somebody who is not comfortable, who you feel that you'll not be that great with multitasking, you can do it little later. But please make sure certain things are clearly noted down while the speaker is delivering. All right. Key highlights of the speech, because that's where your most of the points for evaluation is going to be coming in. All right. So that's how it's done. All right. Second, so as you can see here, in the 5 minutes of time, based on whatever you have noted earlier, so this you should have noted ideally while the speaker is delivering if it works for you, right? So because why I would recommend this is that in the 5 minutes that you have, then you might be able to prepare this. But if you have not prepared this in the 5 minutes, then you will utilize those 5 minutes for preparing only this. Then you will not have time ideally for having a complete picture of what is to be delivered word by word or line by line, right? So that's the hurdle that we have. So I would recommend to go ahead with this approach in that while the speaker is delivering, you should have this draft ready. I call it as a rough draft. And during that 5 minutes preparation time you have, that's when this fair draft has to be prepared. All right. The second one is the strength. As you can see here, the strength is nothing but the commendation. Suggestions are nothing but the recommendation. And the summary is the recap of the key highlights that you're going to deliver. All right. Now, one important thing is that you can note down how many points you were able to note down. Let's say 5, 6 commendation, 4, 3 recommendations. But the ideal delivery should be 3:1. That should be the best way, right? 3:1. I'll tell you 3:2. Sorry, my bad. All right. 3:2. That's the ideal thing to be done. Why? Not 3:1. I repeat. Okay. 3:2. Ideal thing. Why? Because so you are given 2 to 3 minutes of time, right? For evaluation. Green at 2, amber at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, red at 3. So ideally speaking, it's best that you calculate in such a way that you close your evaluation just before the red card arrives or immediately the red card arrives, because you might have to pause. You have a, let's say, a key highlight in your delivery. Audience might respond. There should be a buffer, right? So ideally speaking, your recommendations should start even before the green card arrives, because recommendation is very important. So it's a trick, or I would say something that I have noticed. Most of the people, including the audience, voting judges, right? They will mostly try to see what is the recommendation that you are giving, because the strengths will be very much common in everybody's delivery, right? So it is the recommendation that what is delivered and how it is delivered will hold the attention of the listeners. So you should take more time for the recommendation. You cannot just say your tone and intonation could have been better. That's not a recommendation. That's an observation. Ideal recommendation should be how the tone could have been better, where exactly, what should have been done. So you should demonstrate the recommendation out there. If you say that your stage usage could have been better, that's just an observation. You will have to tell, saying that while you started with this line, while you started with your school journey, you could have started in this section of the stage. And then while you were talking about your college journey, you could have talked about it at the center of the stage, because that's your central part of the speech. While you concluded your speech, you could have concluded it in the left corner. So you will have to call out the recommendation. You will have to demonstrate it, right? That is very, very important. And summary, a key highlights, recap of what was good, what are the good points, and what are the recommendations you have given, and then you can close it. Now, coming to the start, right? The best practice can be like I said, it's not that this is a fixed rule. We're trying to find out ways to make sure everybody remembers your evaluation, right? So the best practice could be to start with a quote. That's fine. Second, taking a two-liner feedback about the entire speech, not a feedback, an appreciation of what you like overall. Now, let's say if a speaker is talking about their life journey, right, and they had a wonderful smile with them or laughter moments in their speech, you can say that you had that great smile and an amazing journey to share with us today, right? If the speaker is speaking about a marathon, right, you can take two lines from the speech and say you initially started running slow, but just like a marathon, you're able to finish very well with your speech. So just a one-liner appreciation. Don't dig deeper into that. Don't get carried away with that thing that you're trying to do something different. All right, that shouldn't be the case. So quotes, completely fine. Picking a line from the speech and talking about it, absolutely fine. Giving a two-liner observation about the entire speech, absolutely fine. But make sure it is fresh, it is unique, because in competition you will have other evaluators as well, right? So everybody serve the same dish. So make sure it is fresh and unique, right? Rather than saying stage usage, stage choreography, right? That's how you can make it unique. You cannot exaggerate. You cannot come up with something that is not being said as well. All right, that's very, very important. Now, the next one is that core technique to remember it. All right, so commend, which is the strength of the speaker. Objective, this is for club evaluation. All right, what are the objectives that the speaker had? Objective 1, objective 2, objective 3, or it can be 1 at times, or it can be 2 at times. Talk about that. Whether was it addressed properly? Whether the speech, did it meet the objective of the project? If yes, how and why? If no, how and why again? All right. That's how it works. And recommendations, like I said again, you will have to demonstrate the recommendation, and towards the end should be the summary. To summarize, these are the things that went very well. Focus on these things in your next speeches, and overall it was an amazing speech, and close it. All right, that's how you need to use the core technique. The next one is CRC, which it's a little tricky one. One commendation, one recommendation, one commendation, one recommendation. That's how you can do it. All right. So this is called the sandwich technique, by the way. You start with highlighting the strength, then you focus on the area of improvement. Again, you quickly highlight the strength of the speaker. All right. So this is called the sandwich technique. All right. And the next few other techniques are, as you can see in your screen, metaphor and the theme. All right. So to make the evaluation more memorable, right? Sorry. Let's say you have listened to a speech, all right, and you can use the metaphors. Like your speech was like riding on a roller coaster. It had ups and downs, it had good moments, and you were able to take us through the not so good moments in your life, right? So you are using metaphors, all right. So it should be relevant to the speaker. Now if the speaker speaks about a dinner experience, right, you can bring in the same elements of a food, saying that at the start of the speech, it was exactly like a soup. It was attention grabbing. It was really helpful for us to get set for the entire speech. The humor in your speech was just like the veggies and the curries. It did really help to take it to the next level, right? So this is called metaphorical way. But remember, the key points are very important. Don't spend so much time, or don't focus so much on the metaphor piece of it, or don't get carried away because of it. All right. The next technique is acronym, right? Using a word. Like, for example, a Toastmaster gave a speech about diet, right? And I took the word diet and I used D for delivery, I for information, E for entertainment, and T for transition, right? Now, if something is about, let's say T, right? Now, T can be for transition again, right? E for entertainment, and A for, let's say, acronyms or attention grabbing elements that the speech had, right? So if based on the elements in the speech, you can pick a word and use it as an acronym as well. But see, at end of the day, it depends on what is your comfort. If you are somebody who would like to keep it simple, plain, but with an impact, then go ahead with the sandwich technique. All right, that will be helpful. If you want to try something different and you're okay with it, right, you can use acronym or you can use metaphor, provided you're comfortable with it and you're okay with it. Not every time results will be of your favor, right? So that's also something that you need to remember. All right. Okay. I'm taking a pause here. Any questions? Any thoughts till here? Timer, where are we?
I think time
Bharti,
is
it is 50 minutes still only, not 20.
Oh, okay, thank you. We are on track. So any questions still here?
so far I don't have any questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephen, sir. So you're able to relate what I'm saying, right? That's the key part of it. That's very important. Okay, meaning of extemporaneous is nothing but you'll have to deliver something either without preparation or little preparation. That's what we call as extemporaneous, all right? So you're either supposed to deliver without preparation or with very little preparation. So to speak the term, it's just a minute. We call it table topics in Toastmasters. You will experience it as well later, all right? So it's called similar to just a minute, all right? You'll be given a situation or a topic in just a minute and immediately you start speaking, right? Similarly, similar to that is what we call as extemporaneous, all right? So Nitin, this is the evaluation piece. It might be something like kind of Greek and Latin for you, but don't worry. Once you observe more speeches, you will get to know that. All right. Now, more important thing is always kill the cliches when it comes to contest, right? Because like I said, at an area level, you will have 6, 7 contestants, 8 contestants, sometimes 10 as well. Like I said, it's going to be the common things that you will observe, right? Because all of us are evaluating the same speech. So it's important for us to avoid the cliche items because everybody would have noted down. If let's say if the speaker had a great voice modulation, everybody would have noted down. And everybody, if they're saying you had a great voice modulation, amazing voice modulation, it's going to become a little redundant for the listeners as well, right? It will not be fresh for them. So that's where the number becomes a disadvantage for you. So how do you manage that is putting it in a different way, right? It's about how you market things, right? Saying you had varied pace or variety in your pace, which engage the audience really well, right? Rather than saying you had great eye contact, you can say you were confident enough in facing the audience, right? So that's how you polish it, right? So make sure that it doesn't become cliche, right? So don't use generic terms. That's very important at a contest level, all right? So that's something very, very important, right? So the best practice, couple of things. While the speaker is on stage, always have a rough draft, like I said earlier. Listen attentively, pay attention, don't even take eyes off the speaker at least for a second. And more importantly, evaluate the speech, not the speaker. When I mean not the speaker, if you know them really well, right, don't compare them with their previous speeches or about their strengths and weakness. It should be only relevant to the speech, not the speaker. And the best practice, see, some people say that I disagree with that. I know some people will say you can start evaluating or even note down how the speaker is adjusting the mic even before they start, how they walk into the stage and all this. So I disagree with all these things because ideally speaking, an evaluation should start only when the speaker starts delivering their speech. When the first word is uttered or a first non-verbal gesture is made or a non-verbal thing is demonstrated, right? So start only evaluating by then. All right. And more importantly, these are few of the things that you'll have to note down: date, place, character, messages, and best way to note down things in your sheet, because though there are a lot of digital gadgets with us, evaluation still is a place where you will have a paper and a pen for you, right? So split it into 2 halves. The first half you can have the commendation, second half you can have the recommendation, or it can be either way as well. The first half can be recommendation, second half can be commendation as well, right? And once you've noted down all these things, during the 5 minutes is where you will have to prepare the fair copy, elaborate evaluation, not word by word at least, but you should know the connections, transitions, and all that. All right. And the 4S structure: what is the start that you want to start with? What are the strengths that you're going to point out, and what are the suggestions you have, and a summary that you will deliver. All right. So that 5 minutes you will have to decide in that time frame. That's very important. All right. In the waiting room, try to practice it. Don't try to improv so much. Don't try to keep thinking of something else. All right. And while we are delivering the evaluation on stage, a lot of people have a question. Can I refer my evaluation sheet? Of course, it's going to be taken away from you and you will be delivering it. It will be given back to you once you are about to be on stage. So while you deliver, is it okay to look at the evaluation sheet? Absolutely, yes, absolutely fine. But you can't read from it. You can take a glance at it. That's completely fine. Nobody is going to give extra marks for delivering an evaluation without looking at the sheet. And nobody is going to get less marks just because they refer to the sheet. It doesn't matter. But make sure it doesn't affect your body language. It doesn't affect your rhythm. And it shouldn't look like you're trying to read whatever is written in your sheet. All right. That's very important. Okay. These are few of the points that you'll have to remember. Now, this is even more important. It's like preparing for the examination. Even before you start preparing, try to understand the exam, age-old technique. So this is This is how the ballot remains for evaluation contest. Your analytical quality will have 40% weightage. All right. Was it clear? Was it focused? And your recommendation will have 30% weightage. Was it positive? Was it specific? Was it helpful? Now, somebody says your tone and intonation could have been better. That's it. They go to the next recommendation. It is positive, but it's not specific. So that's where you lose out on score. All right. And when it comes to technique, are you going ahead with a sympathetic approach, or are you trying to be sensitive, or are you trying to be let's say encouraging? So what's the technique you are using? That really matters as well. And summary, how concise was it and how encouraging was it, right? So that has 15% weightage as well. So make sure that you have understood the ballot and structure your evaluation accordingly. All right, that's very important. Okay, now to summarize, always remember the judging process. Make notes on every speech in club meetings and evaluate them offline to prepare for the contest. Okay, whatever evaluation you do, maintain a diary, maintain a log. It can always help you to introspect different parameters. All right, so make sure you have a record of all the evaluations you have delivered. It can come in really handy, can be really helpful in one way or the other. All right, avoid reading from notes. All right, everything from notes. Instead, always have eye contact with the speaker. You should be focusing the target speaker and the audience as well. All right, that's even more important. And timing really matters. That's the reason I said 3 plus 2. 3 commendations plus 2 recommendation, because you can spend a lot of time in the recommendation part so that you don't have to rush through the summary or through the recommendations. Okay, that's very important. And evaluate everything. So this is for the contest piece, everything, speeches, entire meeting, political speeches. All right, I'm not getting into taboo topics, by the way. Acceptance speeches, everything, even let's say presidential address that's delivered in the clubs, right? Entire table topic segment. So evaluate each and everything, left, right, and center, because you will be able to get different parameters to observe, different things to analyze, right? You will get a lot of things to observe and learn from. All right, that's very, very important. So now to summarize my session, personalize your evaluation, right? Do it, don't say it. Like I said, don't just say your tone and intonation could have been better. Demonstrate it, how it could have been better. Structure your evaluation. Don't get confused or don't confuse the listeners. Do not contradict. Now, this is where someone will say your body language was very good in the commendation. Now, recommendation, they'll not know what to say. They'll try to say your eye contact was going on and off here and there. So when it comes to gestures or body language, it covers everything, right? You placed it in commendation and suddenly you're saying it in recommendation again as well. So don't contradict your statement. That's very, very important. Always time your evaluations, be consistent. The only secret to delivering a best evaluation is practice. How well you practice, how long you practice, and how much you practice. Okay. When you practice for contest, always put yourself in a situation where you think of yourself as a first contestant. Now, that doesn't mean you will get first lot, but If you're already prepared for it, if you're already practiced for it, it will not become a big problem for you if you are even a first evaluator in the contest. All right. Many a times I have been a first evaluator in the contest, so it's not that big a deal. Okay. So yeah, that's what I had in my mind, and I'm taking a pause here. Any questions, any thoughts? Timer, how much time we have? Okay, we still have 5 minutes. I'm open for any questions or anything, any queries, any points, and I hope I've addressed your queries as well.
Hi, Balaji. I have one question. How to organize our thought? So let's say example, we have 7 or 8 points, right? So always, even the corporate meeting or even the Toastmaster meeting. So I always try to remember 8 to 10 points, but somehow we miss around 2 to 3 points. Knowingly, unknowingly, how?
No problem. Pretty simple. Going ahead by the importance or the priority of it, just like how we say in corporate. We categorize things into P1, P2, P3, P4, right? So your P1 should be first, P2 should be second, P3 and P4 can come in at the end. So whatever that has high priority, high impact, someone that, let's say if it comes to points, right? Something that will be highly beneficial to the listener, that will be highly impactful, a game-changing one maybe, right? That should be the first priority. In evaluation piece, you can think of something like something that is really helpful and crucial for the listener, something that others may or may not have called it out. Both combined together is how you will be able to identify your priority one. All right, so that's how your P1 is figured out. All right, so go ahead with the priority wise, something that should really help the speaker improve and that should help them to go to the next level, and that should be your highest of the priority. All right. I hope I've answered your
Yeah,
question.
thank you. But even somehow we are missing some points. But it come from the based on the practice, right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
No, even if you prioritize, somehow we're missing some important points. So after end of the meeting, only we realize, oh, we forget to inform that.
See, when it comes to evaluation, you only have 2 minutes, right? You cannot say everything as well, right? So within the given time frame, within the 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you can deliver is what you can deliver, right? 10 points if we have, I cannot deliver all the 10 points, right? We also have a time constraint here, right? So within the time constraint, think of something that can be kept fresh, something that will not be repetitive, something that the speaker might already know. See, if the speaker has used too many filler words, it's very obvious that the speaker would have already realized it, thinking that, yeah, I know I've already used so many filler words. If you're still again going to talk about it, then you're taking the time, you're not keeping it fresh. It's not going to be really helpful for the listener as well, right? Think of something that the speaker might really want to know. Maybe the structure, maybe the transition, maybe the humor. So discard the obvious ones, then look at the points that are really important, highly important. All right, highly important of or high importance to the listener. All right, that's how you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Thank you, Balaji. Thank you so
No
much.
problem.
Balaji, I'm curious on that. Like when you said P1, P2, P3, P4, what you are doing in job, like in IT
Okay, I am into learning and development actually.
learning development? Because we call a P1, P2, P3 for P4 and all in a cyber security for a creative device. So suddenly when you say P1, P2, I'm curious that you are in the cyber. Okay.
It's the same thing everywhere, so it doesn't matter really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Balaji, how to handle the time? Actually, 2 to 3 minutes. So sometimes we may have a lot of points, as Narsinga mentioned. We might have a lot of points to say. Sometimes we don't know anything in our mind. We don't we don't get much evaluation points. So in both cases, we need to spend at least 2 minutes and maximum of 3 to 3.5 minutes, right? So how to handle the time when we have much data or we don't have any data in such cases?
Okay, I'll quickly take this question and I'll hand over the session back. See, first thing, when you don't have enough points, I beg to differ from that. If you have clearly noted down, then it means you'll have enough points. Dealing a problem with too many things to talk about, I agree with that. But not having enough points, then it means you have not listened very well. All right. That's the first thing. So make sure you listen very well, pay complete attention, introspect everything. That's the first point. Now, second point, how to manage time. Same thing I've addressed earlier. Go ahead with 3 plus 2, 3 commendations, 2 recommendations, right? So this is around this, your entire time should be spent. All right. So have a math within you, right? Because like I said, recommendation is of high importance, right? So you should spend ample amount of time in your recommendation piece. So let's say while you practice, try to see how well you explain, how long you explain, so that you know for each recommendation you will need at least, let's say, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, right? And then based on that, a quick two-liner summary about the speech or your observation, quickly getting into the commendations piece, and then recommendation is where you can slow down and properly spend your time. And more importantly, you need to know your word speed, right? Only when you practice, you will be able to manage time. Let's say you will be prepared to be almost, let's say, go through with your first recommendation before green card comes in. But the moment you see green card comes in, you're still in commendation, you will know that you've messed up something, right? So that shouldn't be the case. So practice as much as you can. You should know that if I go beyond these many pointers, right, I'll overshoot time. So of course you cannot write down word by word, but you know sentence, right? So couple of pointers to summarize. Understand your word speed first. Don't have so many points. And what to prioritize if you have so many points? I've already answered it again. Priority. Something that will be really helpful for the speaker, something that others would have not pointed out. Ignore the obvious ones. That's how you drill down, you finalize your key points. All right. Second thing, make sure you're prepared. At this point of time, I have to be in my first recommendation. At this point of time, I should be in my second recommendation. And by this time, I should summarize and close my speech, right? So be prepared for it. So these are few of the points for you, I would say. A typical textbook answer, but that's the only way to manage it.
Thanks,
Yeah, I
Balaji.
think it's time. I'll take other queries offline. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for patiently listening and asking your queries. After the session as well, if you have any queries, please feel free to connect. I'll be happy to share my thoughts. All right. And best wishes to everyone. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Balaji. Let us all unmute and give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Balaji. It was a great session, Balaji. So we learned a lot of new things about the evaluation today. Thank you. Thanks for that. So yeah, with that, let's get into our speech marathon. We have around 3 speakers today. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Narsinga. Toastmaster Narsinga. So to evaluate Toastmaster Narsinga's speech, we have a Toastmaster Bharati. Bharati, can you share?
Sorry,
Anto.
Ganesh, I am the evaluator.
1 second. Toastmaster Anto, right? Yeah. Sorry, Anto. Yeah, Anto, can you share the objective of his speech?
Yes, Toastmaster Ganesh. So once again, very good morning to everyone also present here. So I am Toastmaster Anton and came for training the ability for my target speaker Toastmaster Narisingha. So he is going to give the speech in the is a pathway like visionary communications level 4 project 1 called communicate change. So the purpose of the project is like for the member to practice the skills needed to effectively communicate change to a group or organization. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to practice speaking about the change. The speech, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. The time I request myself to note the timings for that. So all the best, Narsinga, and over to you, Toastmaster Ganesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anto. And let me invite Toastmaster Narsinga for his speech. Toastmaster Narsinga, success is built on ordinary days. Success is built on ordinary days. Toastmaster Narsinga, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for patiently listening and asking your queries. After the session as well, if you have any queries, please feel free to connect. I'll be happy to share my thoughts. All right. So yeah, with that,
Thank you, TM Toastmaster Ganesh. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and my dear guest. I'm happy to see you in the wonderful Sunday morning. So today I came up with two questions I always ask myself. Why we always start the things with fire and passion after watching some motivation video or after some excitement, but quietly we forgive or quietly we come up with a moment, right? The second questions, we always wait for the right moment to begin. But I realized there is no right moment to start anything in our life. So with these two questions, I'm going to share some my real stories, how I overcome, how I implemented in my situation in my life. Okay, the first things I'm going to share manifestation. So many of knows how the manifestations works, right? So just I'm going to come up with my real stories. So when I was attend any meeting or when I go for the leadership visit or leadership meeting, right? I always too nervous or too tempered about the meeting. Okay, I hope I don't want to forget anything to share in the meeting. I hope I don't want to stumble. I hope no one want to judge me. So keep on thinking the negative thought instead of preparing, instead of putting so much effort. Also, what I do, let's say example 5 pages of PPT. I write each and every page as to what I'm going to speak. So when I write in the word by word, I'm keep on able to remember. When I'm going to present the meeting, I totally forget the moment. So I forget the moment. I'm going to stumble. People going to stare at me. So what I realized, so before going to start any actions, our thoughts going to write the script about our failures. So our thoughts going to write a script about our failures, even open your mouth. So in the real time, how it's working. So after that, what I realized, let's I only done the project. I only prepared the PPT. I know better than everyone knows about my project, right? So I keep on talking best motivation about myself. You have done the project. You're going to present very well. So don't think about the negative way. So when I started thinking in the point of view, after few months, I realized instead of thinking the very negative way, if you start positive, I get the good results from the meeting. Means I have started confidently speaking. I realize even if I did the mistake, I don't feel the very bad. So that way, the positive thought made me to the right the moment. So in the reality, our brain don't know what is the reality, what is the repetitive thought. But in even the reality, you are not good in the way of presentation. But instead of we are keep on thinking, oh, don't know how to have presentation. Oh, I don't know how to keep the remember thoughts, right? But instead of thinking the negative way, let's keep on thinking positive. And somehow your brain realize it start taking the actions according that. So recently, I watched one movie, watched one YouTube playlist, Mr. GK. He talking about the manifestations. So manifestation, how is working? So if you start to thinking about something, our brain start to believe the guy is, let's say example, I'm going to buy some desire or car. So you keep on started watching. If you go on the road, right, it's all the cars looking like a desire, Suzuki Desire. Even though if you are watching, but your mind is not right to notice that. So that's how working the everywhere. Suppose let's say example, you want to study well, if you want to groom yourself better, you want to earn money, right? If you keep on thinking, if you achieve, let's say example, if you have goal, I want to earn this much amount. So if you keep on thinking, you start to put effort on that. So manifestation is not luck, it's not the thing. It's kind of consistency thoughts. If you do consistency thought, it automatically come at the on day. The second thing what I'm going to share in my story, so more than 6 to 7 years, always I'm trying myself to wake up early. Even from the college days, last 2 to 3 years, I was keeping to think I need to wake up early, I need to do preparation or I need to go workout. So it never happened. So what I realized recently is 6 months before there is some family problem. So I want to be in a home. So my home in my family members always wake up around 5:36. There is no I can't able to sleep, right? They keep on to don't sleep, do some work. So the pushing the happen, right? So instead of, if you're not in the comfort zone, no one can disturb, right? I came to home, so I want to go hospital. I need to spend more time to preparation for the even my work, even go for hospital. So I don't have enough time to sleep. So the consecutive of more than 30 days. So last 6 months, I can get sleep after 6 o'clock. So the what I'm realized, if you have enough need, if you have want to do something in your life, so always that it motivate you to wake up early. So before, what I do, I'll sleep very late, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, but I was worrying about why I can't able to wake up. I am the problem. I have the solution. So that thing I have recently learned, so it's perfectly implementing in my life also. The another thing, the third one, so I was thinking I want to go continue gym, right? So the thing what happened, so right now in my office I have the gym. So one guy told, even you are going do the workout or not, let's go for 15 minutes for the treadmill. uh, Even you have heavy headache or you are feeling body pain, just go for 10 minutes and come back from the gym. So just I took that action point. Just for 20 minutes is my gym time, not more than that. So I was trying to continuously go for gym. So this is my third month. So my point, at least if you have 5 to 10 minutes, just go and do some one workout, just tumble, just one 10 push-ups, then leave back. So I started from going gym even if I have less time. So that made me to realize the consistency is matter. Even you have enough time, you don't have time, but the consistent you have spent, that's a time calculator. If you spend 5 minutes, it keep on push you. So right now I have spent 1 hour, at least minimum 1 hour for the gym, because of the consistency made me to stand on the real area. So what I am trying to say, the success is not on the occasion, it's made on the ordinary days. So the consistency is more important other than the big event or big achievement. If you do even the small thing, if you made you realize the thing to the small thing, at the end of the day, you'll harvest the bigger thing. So that's how I come up with the new idea, new story. I implemented my life. It's going good. So over to TMOD. What about in your life? Thank you overall.
Thank you, Toastmaster Narsinga. Let us unmute and give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Narsinga for an inspirational speech. So he made a big difference in ordinary days. As I mentioned, he chose the right choices, the power of choices. He chose to wake up early instead of sleeping. He chose to go to the gym instead of wasting time or watching mobile phone. So yeah, power of choices again. Thanks, Narsinga, for an inspirational speech.
Thank you, TMOD.
Yeah. So our next speaker is Toastmaster FM. For evaluating Toastmaster FM, we have Toastmaster Bharati. Toastmaster Bharati, can you read out the objective of the Toastmaster FM's speech?
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. So my target speaker is a freelance business development consultant in US healthcare, especially in revenue cycle management. So he has a speech. I mean, from these speech details, he has specifically in the persuasive influence level 1 and the project 2 speech with purpose. And he has a topic, no second thoughts. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharati. So let me invite Toastmaster FM. Toastmaster FM, no second thoughts. No second thoughts, Toastmaster FM. Over to you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. From my younger age, it has been an observation about me by my elders, teachers, and relatives that once I decide something, I don't have any second thoughts. But personally, during my younger age, it has landed me in a lot of trouble than anything positive. But over time, over period, over knowledge, I started using that to my advantage. Today, I'm going to recollect one such event at my earlier stages in my life, where it led me into a wonderful experience of my life. That is the day I brought my father's two-wheeler to Chennai when I transitioned from a student to a professional for my job hunt. So it was a Boxer AR, Bajaj Boxer AR bike. I started early in the morning, about 4 or 5 a.m. And since I traveled from Neyveli to Chennai, as I was 20 kilometers down the road, it was near Panikankuppam, it started raining. It started raining like hell. And since I was in the Josh to ride, this was my first ever long ride in my life, and I did not have any, I did not put much thought about it. I just packed my bag, I just started the bike, and I was just riding. I did not have any protective gear, not even a raincoat or a helmet at all. In fact, I bought my helmet only that day after reaching Chennai. So as I was down 20 kilometers down the road, it started raining. I just kept on riding up until Pandruti, and it kept raining like anything. So once I crossed Pandruti, the rain just stopped slowly, and it started. It was very windy, and it was very cold. And since I was wet, I just got to shiver for the next 20 or 30 kilometer up until I reached Vikramandi. I had to drive in the cold air, shivering all through the way. And yet, not one single thought came across my mind that I should stop the ride. I just kept riding. And once I reached Vikramandi, lo and behold, it started raining again. So this happened up until Melmarvatur. It used to rain for a town, and it used to start, and the rain will rain, and that there wasn't any rain for the next 10 or 20 kilometers, and it used to ride in the shivering cold weather. I did not get any doubts in my mind since I was in the Josh to ride to Chennai, and it was my first long ride. I kept on riding. I kept on riding even in the rain. I kept on riding even in the cold weather. So likewise, I just reached the town. So what I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to convey is, once you decide something, do not have any second thoughts. These days, I substitute my decision with knowledge. I put in some thoughts. I keep myself prepared so that I don't have to back down. But even then, my mind starts playing games. Whenever I go for a long ride in my cycle, I just fool my brain that I have to reach the point of no return, which is halfway distance that I'm trying to reach. So once I covered the halfway distance, I don't have to turn around. I have to complete the entire distance. That's how I substitute my decisions, and I empower my decision to complete all the tasks that I take to do. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster, today.
Thank you, Toastmaster FM. Let us all unmute and give a big round of applause for Toastmaster FM. So can you all unmute? I don't see anybody unmutes. Okay. Thanks, FM, for a great speech. So we have another speaker, and the last speaker, who is none other than Toastmaster Kasi. To evaluate Toastmaster Kasi's speech, we have Toastmaster Stephen. Stephen, sir, can you read out the objective of Toastmaster Kasi?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Kasi, his title, can you hear me? Yeah, fine. Title of his speech, Toastmaster Kasi, is A Friend pathways is presentation mastery, level 3 project 2 speech. The objective of the speaker, the target speaker's speech is to share the qualities of a true friend through personal experiences and inspire the audience to value and strengthen meaningful friendships. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Stephen, sir. So, Toastmaster Kasi, a friend, Toastmaster Kasi. Over to you, Toastmaster Kasi.
Good morning, Flow Toastmaster. Thank you for giving this opportunity. The title is A Friend. Today, I'd like to share the story of a friend who has been part of my life for almost every day since I was a 2-year-old. I was born in a small village called Varagur, near to Tirunamalai, in Tamil Nadu. I'm the second child of my family. During my childhood, there were more than 20 plus children in my street. But one boy who lived directly opposite to my house. Currently, I'm in village, directly in my village, in my house opposite his house also. His name is Pachepan. From age of 2, we were almost inseparable. We walked together, played together. We went to swimming in village wells together. Played crickets, goalie, kabaddi. And summertime, climbed palm trees to collect nungu and farm fruits. And spend every school breaks, like 11:30 break and after lunch break, we will go in opposite my school. There is a Kodikalika maram. Kodikalika maram. So there we'll collect for the fruit. We'll enjoy. Only 2 people always, like 2 kids. In our village, childhood was not about like a mobile and video games. It was about nature, adventure, and friendship. So there is no party or joining for going somewhere like that. We always roam by walk. Always walk. When I was a 8th or 7th, like 7th, 8th, 9th till 12th, we always go for walk. 2 kilometer, 5 kilometer, 7 kilometer, like that. We will walk as long as we will not sleep in even afternoon, but we wake early in the 6 o'clock. Same time we'll go in that time, like we are in the open ground and we'll go for a morning activities. When I moved to from school to like higher secondary school, there was a time when we don't have a bicycle. But my till 9th, I used to go to walk, like by going a walk, we have to cross like almost a 6 kilometer per day for going a 3 kilometer by walk and returning for a 3 kilometer. That is way I completed till 9th standard by walk. So we go like a 5 to 6 member in a same school and by walking, and we'll come back like the same way used to go. Sometimes we'll take a front cycle. One person is in a seat, one person is the back side, and another one person is in the front crossbar. There we will sit, and one person the back and who is sitting in the seat, they will pedal it continuously. That is way we completed for till 9th. And in a 10th, when I started at 10th, I approached to my father that I need one cycle. My father managed to buy me one own bicycle. The cost around 2,000. And for me, the bicycle is like own luxury car. It's a small cycle. I used to take and I used to go for a school every day. Late, I will be going the late. I do some work in my home. Exactly like prayer is 9:30 means or 9:15 means. I will start in a 15 minutes before only. My friend, he will wait for till the time. When I start, we'll go together. That is why we used to go for the school. After 10th standard, I used to choose, like we both choose for the history and economic stream for the C group we call in here. The school requested, like after selecting, like we went to for 5 days in history and economic stream. Later, the school requested to move from history to mathematics. Some of the people, because nobody joining for mathematics A group. Then I somewhat naturally I like for mathematics. I do good in mathematics, but for him it was difficult for managing mathematics. Still, I choose to join mathematics group simply because I was joining. That it is a like sorry. Simply I moved it. Seeing me, he also joined in a mathematics group, but he's for him the mathematics is very tough. After completing my 12th standard, the our path is like for me and him, the path is separated from the first time. I went to study in a BSc computer, and he studied in a BSc mathematics. And I completed my MSc in Chennai. He studied only till BSc, then he moved to business. So I eventually made it an IT career. He's staying currently in Tirunelveli, and he's doing a small business in a FMCG for almost 60 employees working with him. He moved from my village, and he's staying currently in Tirunelveli, and almost 60 people are working on it. But whenever I come to my village, yesterday I came to my village, morning 8 o'clock, I called him. I came to village. He said, okay, you come to evening, Tirunelveli, we'll meet and have tea. So that is that. And sometimes when I go, I'm planning to go Tirunelveli, like maybe like a Monday or a Tuesday, I will plan. So I will call in a 7 o'clock evening. He also will come in a bus stand, and we'll have a tea or a dinner. We will talk almost till 10 o'clock. And late night, I will take a bus and I will go. And the same thing, even his wife, like if whenever I call, she will tell like your friend is calling, then you are not going to do any job today. So today is leave for your business. That is way she used to tell. But we'll not do anything wrong, but we'll talk, that's it. We'll not criticizing. Both are kind of things. Even my school days, I used to study till 10 o'clock, then I will sleep, and he will go on before early. And like our house is in the roof, like a small roof. We call in a old, and the it's a old house. So whenever he used to wake around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., but I used to wake in a 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. But whenever the light is coming in the through roof, my mom used to wake me that he's started to read. You also sleeping, and you also start for reading in the morning time. So that is way we both in the 11th and 12th, like my number is 19th, and his number is 20. So that is way we started and we completed 12th. And during that time also, the competition is a healthy competition. So I used to compete against him, and the same thing for him, like who is going to be in a rank, like a second rank or a third rank. So the two rank will be competition. That is way we completed, and that is a very healthy competition. Even my after my 12th, I was struggling financially. Sorry, after my MSc, I was struggling for financially, giving for my rental and food, all the things. So bi-weekly, he used to send a money for me. And later, my father used to give back for money. Like after 1 month or sometime, he will take my father and he will return to, because he started earlier in the business. So he used to support for me without any return. That is the main point. And till now also, even 2 years before my mother passed away, suddenly I called him. So I need for a 2 lakh. Immediately he sent it to 2 lakh with one of another person. So that is way he made it, like he's supporting. And even my marriage, he made it like whatever he missed in his marriage, like arranging a hall, and I don't know who is a cook, and gift, everything, like he made it such a way, for a vehicle, all the things he arranged me. And only I went to for the stage, and we did it for many things. So that is way he supported till now. Like small conversation, it will be, there is no fight, there is no ego. He's a big, or I'm a small, or I'm a big, he's a small. There is no any ego. And we never like bad habit. I can say like we never did any bad things like bad habit. So he also supporting a lot of things, since he is supporting for a 60 family through work. So I'm doing my work this way. My like my me and my friend is relationship is going on. So one thing what I can say, the friend is one point. Nursing also highlighted one point. Human like human bonus bonus, yeah, positive. Human is a positive, that is like whatever we are doing, it should be a positive, it is going to be a positive. Human is a positive, that is my point always. And friendship is like we have a lot of problem, office wise and home wise or outside business, lot of problems are there each and every person. But the friend, one thing, like a weekly once, if you are going to meet or sharing something like a sports or whatever it is, you are going to forget everything and you are going to be living 100 years. So today what I'm missing, the IT is completely collapsed the friendship, like talking or like a meeting and talking for at least for 10 minutes. But what I'm doing, like till today, whenever I come, I meet my friend, I will share it the same way. Everybody, you want to become a healthy, make it a good friends, and speak for 5 minutes directly face to face, then you will forget everything. That is what I'm doing. He's supporting, and I'm supporting. That is why it's going on. Thank you. Over to you. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kasi. That was a thundering speech. Let us give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Kasi. I would say you are a lucky person to have such a nice friend. Thanks, Toastmaster Kasi, for sharing your thoughts. With that, so let's come back to our theme. So think about our three speakers we just heard today: Toastmaster Narsinga, Toastmaster FM, and Kasi. Delivering a speech is never just about 5 to 7 minutes a job. It is about hidden choices made throughout the week. They chose to open a blank document instead of watching Netflix. They chose to practice in front of a mirror instead of sleeping late. They chose to face the anxiety of public speaking instead of staying silent. In life, we often wait for some major life altering event to change our path. But real transformation happens in these quite everyday choices, as Narsinga mentioned. Ordinary days. Every time you choose action over comfort, you are choosing the growth. So, with that, we are getting into our final segment, evaluation. So, we have three evaluators today. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Anto. Toastmaster Anto, let me invite Toastmaster Anto for evaluating Toastmaster Narsinga's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Anto.
Hi, Toastmaster Ganesh Murthy. I need, before my starting my evaluation, I need one help to support me as a timer for myself. Can someone be pitch in for timer, noting the timer?
Any volunteers for timer role?
I will take it.
Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharti.
Thanks, Toastmaster Baldi.
So, very good morning once again. Good morning to all. So, today I am privileging of evaluating my target speaker speech of Pathway Visionary Communication Level 4 Project 1 Communicating in the Exchange. So, and it is also remind us it's not a simple yet powerful truth. Like there is no perfect time to begin. The perfect time is now. My talk is speaker Toastmaster Narsinga. So first of all, thank you and kudos to for sharing your personal journey with honesty and vulnerability. So your willingness is to speak about your fears, struggles, and victories, and made your speech authentic and inspiring. So in that time, the kudos to you. So the first strength I would like to comment is your use of personal stories rather than giving us theories. You took us through your own experience, overcoming presentation anxiety, building the habit of wake up early This is very important. Like waking up early, you are build the habit and developing the consistency in the gym. So I hope like you motivate myself, not only myself you motivate all the persons in the meeting to go to gym at least for 10 minutes. So these stories made your message believable and allowed the audience to see themselves in your journey. So the first recommendation is to make your speech more concise. At times, the same idea was repeated in different ways. I noted that the same thing is repeated in say different ways. By trimming the repetitive thoughts and trusting the audience to grasp your message the first time, your key points will become more impactful. Secondly, I need to recommend like I notice your clear and memorable takeaway. Your closing thought that the success is built on ordinary days, not extraordinary occasions. Beautifully reinforced your message and gave the audience something meaningful to remember. So, my second recommendation is I encourage to enhance your vocal variety and stage craft. Your message carry emotions and your delivery should reflect those emotions. Strategy pauses, changes in space, and emphasis on powerful lines will transform good speech into a memorable one. Also, moving purposefully on stage to mark each story will add visual impact. Finally, my third recommendation is strengthen and transition between your stories. A simple pitch such as second lessons life taught me or that experience led me to another realization will create a smoother flow and help the audience will to follow your journey effortlessly. Fine. Overall, the speech was authentic, relatable, and filled with practical lessons, and that everyone can apply in our own lives with greater consciousness, stronger transitions for more dynamic delivery. I have no doubt about this speech will leave our repel everlasting persons. Congratulations once again, and thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anto, for sharing the good evaluation. Let us give one round of applause for Toastmaster Anto. So next evaluate is Toastmaster Bharati to evaluate Toastmaster FM speech. Toastmaster Bharati, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. First of all, congratulations for completing your second speech. I mean the project 2, the speech with purpose. Uh, the way of articulation is good when compared to the last time when you started your icebreaker speech, and the way of improving yourself, I can see how you improved from first level to second level and how you try to articulate the whole scenario as per your topic, no second thoughts. But even though we have improvised version of you when compared to the first level to second level, we have evaluation based on that. So in that, I need to say for the clarity level, actually it's accomplished. So you need to move for the next level for the excels based on evaluation. And for the vocal variety, so whenever I can see the tone, speed, and the volume as tools, these are the vocal variety you need to proceed. But for the competition, I can say these kind of things we need to be improved. So here also you are accomplished it, but I am expected to excel yourself because I can see the vast change when compared to the icebreaker and this one. The thing is you have upgraded yourself from the icebreaker level, but here in the speech purpose you need to go for the excel level. And for the eye contact, so we are using eye contact effectively, but since it's we are using through the medium like online medium, since we can't able to identify whether it's in a good level or not. But here I can say it's excel section when compared to in a podium, in a stage. And gestures. So since you just in front of your laptop or in front of your any gadget, since the gestures are very low, so I can say it's accomplished right now. And interest and purpose, so you have a good engaging with engage with the audience, but I can recommend that you can articulate with any other stories which happen try to include some stories, like personalize with the audience itself. And finally, the purpose. It was clear, but I still say you need to, you have accomplished it, but you need to go for the next level, like Excel and the exemplary, or even the level of you can achieve the various level. Overall, it's a good speech, well articulated. Please take care of your timings also. With that, thank you so much. With that, I am just hand over into the dais to the Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Ganesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharati, for a detailed evaluation. So I would like to call the next evaluator, Toastmaster Stephen, to evaluate Toastmaster Kasi's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Stephen, sir.
Okay, I will give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Kasi for his wonderful speech. So that he has come a long way from where he started. A thing of beauty is joy forever. A house in a village is a very good friend. The setting in which he spoke was wonderful, and the title that he quoted, a friend, I think a little friend, that was his title. Friend, little friend, the big friend. The village, the speech about his friend and the surrounding in which he was, the roof was worth watching. It brought in all kinds of memories. That is a very important thing that is there. His purpose of the speech was very well achieved. Of course, it happens, or it happened with him, that he was floating along with his friend, talking about his friend, and he was not able to come back. It was a continuous flow. He was recalling and doing it. That is a very good thing. Very well prepared. He has very well organized his thoughts. Okay, how to begin? It started with a very low space, and later towards the middle and at the end, it got up speed, in spite of the fact that the red screen was flashing at his face. He went along with his friend and he was talking. The one and only one recommendation, of course, there are many, but still, then, one and only one recommendation that I would like him, request him earnestly, sincerely to follow is, please follow the time. You have a time period, and I think your speech went on to 10 minutes and 11 seconds. I noted it. It's too much. Of course, we all want to go along with you, with your friend, along with your thoughts. I even traveled to Tiruvannamalai. With you, I even traveled there. But still then, too much of traveling is not good for the evaluator. The evaluator has to be here. So that's it about my evaluation. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stephen, sir, for a wonderful evaluation. Let's give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Stephen for his evaluation. Thank you. So with that, I would like to call the timer report, tag report. I would like to, call Toastmaster Anto for tag report. Anto, you are going to give timer report only, right?
Yes,
Language.
I will share my timer reports in offline after this meeting in the group.
Okay. Stephen, sir, can you share the language master report? You are playing language master role, right?
Actually, he's not aware of it. Actually, he's done late, so I have took the language master report from my side.
Oh,
So
you
I
have
will,
done?
I will submit it through our group instead of explaining here.
Okay, fine then. Yeah. So with that, so I conclude this meeting. I mean, we don't have anything else. So I would like to highlight a few things in the meeting. Like we started at 10 minutes late, and there are a lot of confusions in the roll call. Maybe next time we should avoid these things, and we should have a clear roll call before starting the meeting, at least. So yeah. So with that, I hand over the meeting to presiding officer Toastmaster Anto. Over to you, Toastmaster Anto.
And thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh Murthy. So there's a change since our president is there. So presiding officer will go to Toastmaster Stephen.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Anto, and everybody present here. I was having a digital problem, I should say. Anyway, I'll cut it short. It was a very good session, especially which started with the Toastmaster Balaji about the evaluation. Many things I learned, and I think all of you. Toastmaster Narsinga, Toastmaster Kasi, and Toastmaster Ephraim. It was a very good speech that they gave, and Toastmaster Anto and Bali evaluation was fantastic. Especially kudos to Toastmaster Ganeshamurthy for organizing things. I think we all should give him a round of applause. Very well organized. And of course, we do have this problem that we have this Indian stretchable time. So we stretch it. So next time onwards, we will take note of it and try to start in time and keep our roll calls intact. So with this, I adjourn this meet. Thank you very much for being here.
Sorry, Stephen. I want there's some two guest stars, so please hear some feedback from them also before joining the meeting.
Yes, we have guests.
Yes.
Okay. Guests. Okay. Nitin Narayan. Nitin Narayan is a guest.
And Pradeep.
Okay, Nitin Narayan and Pradeep. Okay, Nitin Narayan, would you like to suggest, recommend, give your feedback? What is it that you feel about this Toastmasters meet? If you're attending it for the first time or any time? Nitin Narayan, you are here?
He's using chat. I think he has some technical issues in audio.
Okay. Yes, Nitin Narayan, you would like to say anything? Audio, you have a problem with audio. Okay. Who is the other guest, please? Mr. Bharat? No.
Pradeep, so before that, Bharat is raising the hand. So
Yes, yes, Toastmaster Bharat.
No. Let Pradeep talk first, and then I have a few things to say. That's it.
Good. Thank you. We'll start. Pradeep. Yes, Pradeep, please.
Guest Pradeep, please give some feedback about the meeting and share some few words about it. Are you there?
It's
Yes,
great
Pradeep,
to
you can share
attend
some few
today.
words.
Nothing to what I'm not the person who have any questions from my side.
No, like just tell me what you enjoyed, learned through this meeting, what you came to this meeting, why you like how you know about the Toastmasters, how you joined that, like that. Just tell me some few two or more lines.
I know about this Toastmasters in some social media. I searched in Google, and I know about some WhatsApp groups, and I joined the guest group. I interested in learning public speaking skills and leadership. Uh, and today, every speakers speaking is great. It's like inspiration, and I see the confident in front of camera. They talk about with turning on camera and in front of the all people. I like their speech, and mm, that's all.
Yes, Mr. Pradeep, you are a student?
What's up?
No,
You are a
he's
student,
working.
I'm
I
asking.
can.
Pradeep, you are a
No,
student?
I finished college BTech. I completed BTech IT in 24, and currently I'm working in a software. Uh, company, Ashport
Okay.
Technologies, and as a e-commerce developer, website developer.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We would like you all to continue meeting us in the online meet. We will have in-person meets also. So we would request you to be a part of Toastmasters as a guest. You can see and think. Okay.
Yeah,
Mr.
sure.
Nitin.
Thank
Yes, Mr. Nitin, yes.
So Nitin has mentioned the task like today's sessions was very good. Took some inputs, public speaking from different Toastmasters, Balaji, Kasi, and Narsingamurthy.
Okay,
So
he
on
doesn't.
behalf of him, I'm reading this message.
Yes, yes. He doesn't wish to speak. Okay,
No,
he
no,
does.
he has some technical issues.
Okay, great, great, great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any
So
other feedback or any other guests we have? Only.
no, Stephen, we can go to Bharati Dasan. So he's raising for hand.
Yes,
For
yes,
Namrai.
yes, yes. Toastmaster Varadasan, please.
Thank you so much for the time. Actually, I just want to say only one thing. I mean, two informations here. The first thing is it is related to our membership kind of stuff. So from the August 3rd, the membership fee is going to increase from $60 to $72. And so take care of those things before renewing it, our Toastmasters membership. And another thing regarding the roles and responsibilities, which are the updating in our next meetings. So what I thought, instead of taking the role, we have prepared a well-structured roles based on the people's availability. So I can, I just fill it all the roles. Like last week, you can able to see that. Okay, I have just prepared the speakers. I have just added the evaluators. So based on that, please try to other with the plan. So it will be easy. If you are not available in the sense, someone will take it. If nobody is not taking any roles in the sense, our meeting will not be happen in a proper way. So for that reason only, I just suggesting this kind of list and roles. Please, this person can take this person can take this. I can able to update it. So if people are interested, please go ahead with that. Just only request I just want to make sure here. Is it okay to add like that?
Okay.
And I'm expecting everyone please attend the meeting. Then only we will not get the roles and confusions and all. Because I the last term most of the people in our club missed their speeches, missed their evaluations, missed their for the completion of pathways itself. So from this term we have planned to at least try to push from myself to complete their pathways as soon as possible. So based on that, I have just allotting the speech slot for them, evaluation slot for them, and most importantly, the roles like TMOD, counter attack team, anything. Okay, if people you are not available in the sense, please mention that I'm not available. The particular role is open. So based on that, we can get the people from the other clubs. So instead of round robin, I have just prepared this kind of a small format from my side.
Toastmaster Bharati.
Yes, sir.
August 2.
Yes, sir. August 2, we have an in-person meeting.
August 2, we have in-person meeting, and
Yes.
this, what do you call it? Renewal is August 2.
Not renewal is August 2. From August 3, the renewal fee is going to increase as per Toastmasters.
Okay.
Okay, they
August
are going to
3.
increase to from $60 to $72.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay.
So it's my request to complete your renewals before that. Else we need to pay extra $12 to the Toastmasters. Even though
Okay.
if you're paying as a self-pay also, we need to know they are increasing the fee.
And
Okay.
I need to add some point. Like if you are paying for 1 year term also, please pay before August 3. Like, it will be useful. More savings.
This whom to report to, sir? Whom to send the money?
Yeah, if you are able to do self-pay, you can do self-pay, or you can
To the
send to
treasurer
treasurer.
actually, our treasurer Guhan.
Gohan.
Yes.
Okay. Gohan. Acha, Gohan, if we send the money to Gohan, it will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can anybody just tell me how much it is per term, sir?
Actually, sir, we need to calculate it, and Google already posted a message in our group itself.
Okay, okay, I'll follow that.
Please have a look on it if possible.
So
Else,
myself also I will try to calculate and I will let you know, sir.
Yeah, please. Okay.
so these are the things I just want to remind to everyone, and most partly regarding the roles, and because we are moving to the next level for the roles and responsibilities. So please complete your roles. I mean your pathways as per we have prepared a list for every week, and also I'm requesting everyone to attend the in-person next week.
Yes.
Everyone, not no, I don't want to miss anyone. Everyone, because we are
Everyone.
planning something. Yes.
Toastmaster Kasi, Toastmaster Anto.
Because we are planning something. At least we are connecting only monthly once this time. Okay, and we need to plan how many weeks we can able to prepare this kind of in-person meeting. So we need your inputs. Based on that, we can plan something.
Okay. Last time those people guessed, those who came, the contact details are there?
Sorry, sir. Say that again.
Last time those who came,
Yes, sir.
week, those who came meet.
Stephen,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just a bit, Anto. Yes,
no,
sir. I
we
got
need
the
to
contact.
stop the recording. We need to adjourn the meeting. Please
Yes,
adjourn the meeting and
please.
we can continue speaking.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Badi. Thank you, everyone. We will adjourn the meeting with this and we can stop the recording now. Thank you.